understand that there are adult human beings walking around on Halloween, October the 31st, and if they're wearing a mask and they walk in to a convenience store, nobody's going to think anything about it, right? Now, if you did that on April Fool's Day, April the 1st, you walked into, somebody probably is going to call the cops pretty quick. So with that in mind, we kind of lower our natural suspiciousness because it's the night when you can do things like that. You can walk around in disguise, in costume. And at the same time, I think there's probably some people that will take advantage of that to commit a crime. Any crime can occur on Halloween. Any crime. From potentially murder all the way down to you name it. The most serious to the most minor. It's just a day, like any other day. Most of our crime is minor, misdemeanor, vandalism-related crime. Somebody stole my pumpkins. Somebody stole my pumpkins and broke them on the street in front of the house. I'll hit 2 points. One is violence that can occur, and obviously when we get alcohol involved in the mix here and people show up that are not invited and tempers flare, things get out of hand, you can have violence. Take it to the other extreme and you say, okay, it's just a nice quiet party and we're having some drinks and we're underage and we don't know how to drink. And we get us a bottle of Everclear and we start tearing it up. And the next thing you know, a kid is dead because they overdose on alcohol. Alcohol poisoning. That's just as sad, if not sadder, than an act of violence in my mind. Don't drink and drive, ever. No matter what day of the week it is, or what holiday. Also, bear in mind if you're operating a motor vehicle, especially early in the evening, it's going to get dark, around 6:15. There are going to be a lot of kids out, especially in the neighborhoods. And frequently they don't use crosswalks. They will walk out from between parked cars, and they don't necessarily take our advice to go with an older, responsible child or an adult. And sometimes they're out there on their own, and they don't make good decisions. So be aware of that in your driving. Ultimately, what it's down to everybody is make good decisions. Because we only come into play, as a general rule, when people make bad decisions. And you know, we don't mind the work. In fact, we like the work, but we don't want to have to deal with the death notification, especially of a child or of any other person associated with a vehicle collision. That's the last thing we want to do. So we would encourage everybody to drive safely, have a good time, make good decisions.